It all happened so fast. I had so many creatures. I think I might have even had double mana. And then, just like that,
I'm gonna tap 1 and play a
blasphemous act.
and then I blacked out. The last thing I remember was wondering how much an alpha regrowth cost.
He always had a pretty basic game plan. Put a lot of creatures down, do a lot of damage. If I'm honest, never really won very much. Board wipes and alternate win conditions always kind of outpaced him. I think it all just got to be too much eventually.
When I woke up, I couldn't find my mono green decks anywhere. My Glissa Elf deck was suddenly a Glissa the Traitor deck. My Prismari Precon was Grixis. And in the place of my favorite Simic Merfolk deck, I found Chainer, Nightmare Adept. When I opened up my lands box, I kept pulling out swamp after swamp.
He showed up one day and he wasn't wearing eyeliner, but he looked like he wanted to be, you know? I didn't notice a change right away, but when I made a joke about his Merfolk deck, he didn't laugh like he used to. Yeah, I play a lot of Burn, and one day, I just couldn't keep his creatures off the field. Within Magic the Gathering, there's an idea called color identity. Every color operates within its own realm of abilities and skills. Black wants the last word on its own life. It doesn't want to be controlled. It seeks to do the controlling. Not with the counterspells and stacks of white and blue, but with the sheer power that comes with black mana. The black player life and creatures are a resource to spend and steal. Sometimes I think of black players like blue players who snapped and finally replaced all their spell pierces with Fatal Push. Alright, before combat, I'm going to discard my Nullspine Dragon to Chainer's ability, so now I can cast a creature from my graveyard this turn. And then I'll move to combat, and I'm going to swing my Carrion Grub and my Glinthorn Buccaneer at you. My Carrion Grub has 7 power because the Nullspine Dragon's in my graveyard. Alright, yeah, I will block the Glinthorn Buccaneer with my Minotaur token, and they'll bounce off each other, and I'll take 7 from the Carrion Grub. Alright, and then after combat, I will tap all 7 of my mana to cast a Nullspine Dragon from my graveyard. It says when it comes into play, you may discard your hand and draw cards equal to the damage dealt to target opponent this turn. I'm going to discard all 3 of my cards, which Glinthorn Buccaneers will do 3 damage to each of you, and then I'll draw 7 cards off my Nullspine Dragon. I just took 10 that turn. Why is it dealing more damage now than he did with Big Green Stompy? And he drew 7 cards. What's going on here?
So you have no comment on what Black's doing now?
Listen, I'm a white player. Things are finally going my way. I'm just trying to keep my head down. Let the man do what he wants. Yeah, you could say I've been having a pretty good time recently. The other day I ended the game by having Sir Conrad out, and then I copied him with Jaxus the Troublemaker, and then I played Breach the Multiverse. Everyone milled 10 cards, and that was it. He showed up one day and he wasn't wearing eyeliner, but he looked like he wanted to be, you know? That's not offensive, right?
No, that's pretty funny.
This character's an a-hole, so he's sitting with both arms out.